Hello, beautiful people. Hopefully you can see me with the shining light in behind me. I have been having a bit of a break and thinking about what I'm doing going forward. So today I just decided to dedicate a class to self-love. I think there's a lot of people at the moment needing some extra love. The world is a little crazy at the moment and I have my love t-shirt on, so why not bring a beautiful yoga practice to our day and self-love. And I have drawn a card for you. It is perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Now this is something that really sits true for me at the moment as I've been struggling with coming back and taping some yoga for you guys, but this is what I need to do to share with you guys. And I hope you enjoy the class. Please grab yourself a pillow or a block or a bolster or whatever you have, and I want you to just quietly sit down in a cross-legged position, just an easy cross legs. Allowing the knees to just fall away, allowing the hands to come to the knees, allowing the shoulders to relax. Inviting you to close your eyes. Finding your breath. Noticing where the breath is in the body. Allowing yourself to take this time for yourself and thanking yourself for showing up on the mat. Sometimes that is the hardest part of coming to yoga, is actually finding that motivation and time for yourself. Noticing your heart in your chest. Allowing the mind to settle. Noticing whereabouts in the body the breath is landing. I want you to set yourself an intention now for your class or for your week. Something that's just for you. As we slowly open our eyes, wiggle your fingers and toes coming back into the space. Bring your hands into your heart. We're going to breathe in, drawing the hands towards the sky. Breathing out, flipping the palms, drawing the palms down. Flipping the palms, drawing them up to the sky. Go with the breath on the inhale. Flipping palms on the exhale down to the ground. Breathing in, palms come up to the sky. Prayer. Flipping the palms, breathing out on the exhale down onto the mat. Breathing in, flip the palms, draw the hands at prayer at top of the head. Breathing out, flip the palms down to the earth. Big belly breaths, breathing in to the sky, hands come up. Breathing out down to the earth, down, let it go. Breathing in and up to the sky. Breathing out, flipping, allowing to ground down to the earth. I want you to ground that right hand now. Breathing in, left hand comes up to the sky. Breathing out, bending over that right side. Just bring it into a gentle side stretch into that left side, keeping the bottom square to the mat. Noticing where you feel that stretch in the hip, using that breath to draw it to the hip if you need. Breathe out, slowly bring the head back to center, dropping down that left hand, ground it. Breathing in, right hand comes up. Breathing out, up and over to the left side, keeping the bottom square to the mat. Stay with the breath. Allow the breath to flow in and out. 2 more. 1 and 2. Slowly bring the head back to center, dropping the hands down to the mat. I want you to roll your shoulders here. So keeping the hands just touching the mat, moving your shoulders around, drawing them up to the ears. Draw it round the other way, releasing any tension through that part of the body. Good job. I want you to drop your chin towards your chest, opening through the back of the throat, allowing the shoulders to draw away from the ears. Dropping that right ear to right shoulder. Let's bring it into that left side of the neck. Breathing out, bring it back into center. Left ear comes to the mat, feeling it through that right side of the body. Stay with the breath. Using any music here that you need to help soothe you through your practice. I've chosen to not use music so you can hear my voice clearly. Bring your head back to center, drawing the chin towards the sky. You're just shaking the head no, releasing through the back of the neck, and slowly floating the head back to center. I want you to draw out your feet nice and wide now, so coming to sit on the sitting bones, moving the bottom out of the way, so nice and wide through the legs, as wide as you can. Breathing into the crown of the head, draw the shoulders away. Breathing out, slowly just walking the hands forward. Let's bring it into the lower part of the body. Go with your breath, bringing it down if you can. Allow that breath to flow into the groin, releasing any tension through this part of the body. Stay with the breath. Two more. Allow it to float in with love and floating out with love. Floating in the love. Let the love float out. Slowly start to walk the hands, stacking the spine nice and slowly, coming back up to a seated position. I want you to just bring your feet together into your Baddha Konasana, so soles of the feet come together, knees just come out to the side. And I want you to just grab the feet and give the legs a little bit of a flap up and down like a butterfly. Just releasing through the hips. If you've been doing any other exercise, feeling tight, allowing that to release. Stay with the breath. Finish that round of breath. Slowly bring the legs back to center, bringing it around onto all fours, into our tabletop position, making sure that your knees are under the hips, your shoulders are under the wrists. As you breathe in, draw the belly down, bring the gaze forward. Breathing out, round the shoulders, draw the belly up. Breathing in, belly comes down, open the chest, bring the gaze forward. Breathing out, round the shoulders, draw the belly up. Breathing in, draw the belly down, bring the gaze forward. Breathing out, round the shoulders, draw the belly up. Belly buttons to spine. Breathing in, draw the belly down, bring the gaze forward. Breathing out, round the shoulders, draw the belly up. One more, breathing in, belly comes down to the mat. Breathing in, gazes forward, open the chest, draw the shoulders back. Breathing out, round the shoulders, draw the belly up, releasing all of the air. Slowly bring it back to a neutral spine here. I want you to just come up onto the knees here if that feels good for you. And I want you to just come up onto the toes here. I want you to bring your hands in behind you. Sorry about my dog. I'm going to put him out so he can bark out there. I want you to bring the hands behind you and interlace behind, hanging onto a strap if you're tight through the shoulders. Breathing in, draw the shoulders back. Breathing out, see if you can slowly start to fold forward from the hips and just opening through the shoulders and slowly gazing at the ground. If you can come down onto the tops of the feet and bring the forehead down to the mat, see if you can do that. Opening through the chest, big heart opening here. Staying with the breath or just staying up with the hands slightly lifted. Up on the knees if you need. 2 breaths. 1 and 2. For those of you that have the head down, I want you to use your core muscles, lifting yourself back onto the knees, straight back up and allowing the hands to release. Bringing it back down, we're going to curl the toes coming into downward facing dog, pedal the feet, allowing the legs to wake up here. allowing the body to wake up, making any little movements here, through the hips, through the bottom, through the legs, whatever feels nice for you. Just bring that awareness to the legs and the lower part of the body. Stay with the breath. Start to draw the heels down towards the mat as much as you can, bending the knees, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Relax the head. As you slowly bring your gaze forward, just walking to the top of the mat. I want you to come into a forward fold. So I want you to just bring the hands in behind the knees here. Just draw the head towards the feet as much as you can, bending the knees, allowing the chest to come to the thighs if you can. Staying with your breath. Slowly releasing. I want you to just slowly release the hands and just roll the body up to standing now, stacking that spine nice and slowly allowing the head to come up, shoulders to go back. I want you to make sure that you've got your heart over your pelvis and your head over your heart here in your Tadasana. So just facing forward and allowing your awareness to come down to your feet. Hands slightly come out to the side, palms are facing forward, closing the eyes here. Just want you to rock from back and forth on the feet. Start to ground that self into the mat, noticing where you finish and you land into your center. Staying with the breath. Just going to do some gentle sun salutations as you breathe in, hands come up to the sky. Breathing out, hands come down and around, swan dive down to a forward fold. Breathing in for a halfway lift, connecting that tail to the crown. Hands come to the shins, dropping on your exhale, ground the hands down to the mat, right leg comes back, then the left to plank, dropping the knees here if you need. Stay with your breath. We're going to hold this for 3. 1, 2 and 3, tucking the elbows, allowing the body to come down to the mat, keeping the hands in line with the chest, dropping that right ear, breathing in, drawing it up to little cobra, lifting the head, breathing out, left ear comes down, breathing in, drawing it up, breathing out, right ear comes down. One more as you breathe in. I want you to bring it all the way up, opening and stretching through that lower back. Bring the gaze to the roof if you can, breathing out, round the toes. I want you to reverse push up, back into downward facing dog. Stay with the breath. Allow yourself to find your downward facing dog, bending the knees here as much as you need. Relaxing the head, shoulder blades, draw down the back. As we slowly bring the gaze forward, stepping that left foot in between the hands, dropping down that left knee, top of the foot. Breathing in, drawing it up. See if you can come into a little bit of a back bend. Hands come together, breathing out, draw it down. Breathing in, opening the chest, arms come up, little back bend, open the heart space. Breathing out, draw it down. Breathing in, drawing it up. Hands come together, little prayer, little back bend into the hip. Breathing out, let it go. One more. Breathing in, drawing it up. Little back bend and out, letting it go. Good job. I want you to frame the foot with the hands here. I just want you to ground in that left hand into the mat. As we breathe in, right hand comes up, opening on the right side into just a gentle twist. I want you to slowly drop that hand down into the lower back, right hand, and really lift that shoulder and draw the chest open. Open your heart, shining it into the light, into the sun or the moon, whenever you choose to practice this. And slowly breathe out, draw the hand back to the sky, back and around, framing that foot, back into tabletop, lifting the feet, bellies are strong, back into downward facing dog, pedal the legs. Let's go on the other side, bring the gaze to the hands, stepping to the tops of the mat, breathing in for a halfway lift, breathing out, forward fold, dropping the head down. Hands come out and around, drawing them to the sky. Hands come at prayer, drawing it down into your heart space. Stay with your breath. Rocking on the feet back and forth. Let's just ground the feet. Bring the awareness back there. Stay Stay with the breath. Bring the feet back into center. Find your center. Dropping the hands down, breathing in, drawing them up to the sky at prayer. Breathing out, swan dive down to a forward fold. Breathing in for a halfway lift. Breathing out, draw the hands down, connect them. Left leg comes back to plank, bellies are strong. Then the right, drop the knees here if you need. Stay with this into our plank. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly draw the body down to the mat, keeping the elbows into the side body. Breathing in, little cobra. Coming up, breathing out, dropping left ear. Breathing in, drawing it up. Open the heart space. Breathing out, right ear. Breathing in, drawing it up, straighten the arms, bring it into the lower back. Curling the toes, reverse push up or tabletop. Back into downward facing dog. Stay with the breath. Finish that round of breath. Remember, breathing in love, breathing out love. Bring the gaze forward, stepping that left foot in between the hands, dropping down that right knee, relaxing the top of the foot. Bellies are strong, breathing in, hands come up to the sky, bring them at prayer. See if you can bring it into a little back bend, open the heart, slowly draw it down to the earth. Breathing in, drawing it up, hands at prayer, little back bend. Breathing out, letting it go. Breathing in, drawing it up, open your heart, shine it out. Breathing out, letting it go. Breathing in, drawing it up. Last one, little back bend and release. Drop it down, frame the foot, grounding that right hand towards that arch of the foot. Breathing in, left hand comes up, twisting towards the knee. Good job. Watch you flip the hand and drop it into that lower back, lifting that shoulder up, opening the chest, really opening and shining your heart space. Stay with your breath and release. Draw the hand back up to the sky, round and frame that foot, curling the toes here, back into downward facing dog, pedaling the legs. Good job. I want you to drop the knees here and bring them wide like your mat, drawing the forehead down, hands come forward, bring it into a nice wide leg child's pose, taking a little moment. Come back into your center, noticing your heart. Coming back into center, noticing anything else that you need here during that breath, to wherever you need support. Two more, breathing in love, breathing out love, breathing in love, breathing out love. Slowly lifting the head, coming back to tabletop, stacking the knees under the hips and the shoulders under the wrists. Hands are nice and wide on the mat. Curling the toes back into downward facing dog, so making sure your bellies are strong. Belly button to spine, lifting, pushing the bottom into the back of the room. Bring the gaze forward. Let's just walk it forward into a forward fold. Hands can come behind. Draw your chest, drawing the crown of the head towards the feet as much as you can. Release. Take a breath in as you come up to standing. Draw your hands to prayer at the sky, down into your heart space. Let's let it go. Breathe in, draw the hands up. Hands at prayer at the sky. Breathing out, swan dive it down to a forward fold. Breathing in for a halfway lift. Breathing out, ground the hands into the mat. Right leg comes back to plank. Then the left. Bellies are strong. Taking a chaturanga. Bellies are strong. Tucking the elbows, draw the body down. You can draw it into a little cobra. Or if you're stronger, bring it into an up dog. Or whatever you wish. Back into downward facing dog. Good job. I want you to bring the gaze forward. Right leg comes in between the hands. I want you to bring it into a high lunge if you can, or keep it low on the knee. We're going to do the same here. So just allow a little moment to allow that left hip to adjust. We're just going to draw it in as you breathe in. Hands come up, little back bend. Breathing out, letting it go. Two more. Breathing in, drawing it up. Breathing out, letting it go. Breathing in, drawing it up. Breathing out, letting it go. Bring it back into heart space. Frame the foot. When you bring that foot now into a warrior two, about a 90 degrees, windmilling the arms around. out, nice and strong, bending into that right knee, making sure that knee is stacked over the ankle, taking a little step in if you need, hands come out at shoulder height, nice and strong like a warrior, dropping that left hand, breathe in, draw up, reverse warrior, breathing out, elbow to right knee, left hand comes up and over, side angle, breathing in, drawing it up, breathing out, letting it go, stay with the breath, breathing in, drawing it up, breathing out, letting it go, one more, breathing in, right hand comes to the sky, breathing out. Now I want you to slowly bring that left hand into that lower back. So we're going to bring it into a bit of a bind here. So for those of you that are new to this, I want you to just stay with this pose. So just allowing that left hand to stay into that lower back. The right hand's just going to come down through the groin and just see if you can touch your bottom on your right cheek. So I'll turn around so you can see what I mean. Okay, you might see my bottom. So just there, for those of you that are a little bit stronger, see if you can bring the hands in to connect. So fingertips, gripping, opening, lifting that shoulder, bring the gaze up and out or just to the side, open the chest, open the heart, stay with your breath and release. Bring it back up into warrior two. Good job, back into straightening into that front leg now on the right side. We're just going to bring it into a triangle pose. So just a hinge from the hip, breathing in and out, coming down, hands come down to that shin, left hand comes to the sky. Good job, back into warrior two. Stepping it back up to the top of the mat now, wiggling the bottom. Good job, everybody. Nice big heart openers. Just take it where you can. That bind takes a little bit. You could use the strap if you've got that time to have a little play with that. Take that into your option, pausing the video as much as you need to have a little play. Come back into Tadasana at the top of the mat. Rocking the feet from back and forth, toes to heels, toes to heels. Come back into the earth, bringing it out of the head. Breathing in, draw the hands to the sky, ground the feet. Breathing out, swan dive down to a forward fold. Breathing in for a halfway lift, connect the crown and tail, bellies are strong. Dropping the feet down, left leg comes back to plank. Then the right, taking your chaturanga. Bend the elbows, draw the body down, a little cobra or an up dog. Good job, back into downward facing dog. Pedaling here if you need, stay with the breath. And do the other side, so bring the gaze forward, left foot comes in between the hands here. Windmilling the arms around to warrior two, bending into that left knee, making sure that knee is in line with the ankle, stepping it in with the right leg as much as you need. Hands are at shoulder height, right hand breathing in, left hand to the sky, keeping that front leg bent, breathing out, left elbow, left knee, side angle, breathing in, drawing it up, breathing out, keeping that front leg bent the whole time. Stay with the breath, go with your own breath, left hand to the sky, right hand palm to the right leg, breathing out, left elbow, left knee, right hand up and over, side angle, breathing in, reverse warrior, breathing out. Good job. I want you to bring that right hand now into that lower back and just drawing the shoulder up to the sky, opening through that chest, grounding the feet as much as you can here. Stay here if that's enough, just to open the shoulder. If you want to bring that right leg, left hand just around to the left butt cheek, stay there. If you've got it in your practice to grab the hands and bind the fingers together, drawing the shoulder up, gazing to the sky or gazing out, round a breath and release. Bring it back up to warrior two. Good job. Bending, straightening through that front knee now. Side angle, just from the hinge from the hips, breathing out, reaching to the left side, bring it down, left hand to the left calf, hand comes up and over. Good job on your exhale, bring it back out. Just bring the feet in line with the mat now. Adjusting your pants or anything else that you need here. Taking a little moment, we're going to take another little bind here, opening through our heart center, creating that warmth and love through our mid center. Bellies are strong, making sure the feet come out past hip height. Hands come to the hips, breathing into the crown of the head. Breathing out, just hinging from the hips, coming forward. Stay here. Just to get used to that pose, coming back up to standing. Hands come behind you now. Interlacing the hands, keeping the feet as wide as you need. You can go a little wider if you're a little bit more flexible. Bellies are strong here. Breathing into the crown of the head, draw the shoulders back, draw the hands out behind you. And breathe out, hinging from the hips, folding forward. Bring the head down to the sky, opening the chest, opening, lifting the hands. Even if you just lift them to where you can, use the strap here. Take the pressure off the shoulders. Round of breath. One more. Breathing in the love, breathing out the love. Pull from the mid-center, from the hips. Allow the head to come back into line with the hips. Hands come down to the bottom, shoulders come up and the head. Releasing the hands, give them a bit of a wiggle. Good job. Stay with the breath. I'm going to come back down onto the mat now. So I do want you to come back down onto all fours. And I want you to just lift the bottom, lift the feet over the right side and come back onto the bottom. And I want you to use your pillow here. For those of you that aren't very strong, we're going to try shoulder stand or just a bridge pose. But first we're going to open our chest. So I want you to pop the pillow behind you or a block. We're just going to come and let our shoulders lay down. So making sure, depending on the size of your pillow, you want it just to come into the chest, the back shoulder area. Allow it to come down. Just open your heart space. Allow the hands to come out to the side. Feet roll out to the side. Stay with the breath. 3 breaths. 1. Feeling that heart in your body, pumping your blood, keeping you alive. Feeling all the feels of the earth and life. Stay with your breath. Allow it to breathe in and out. Breathing in and out. One more, breathing in and out. I want you to bend through the knees, roll to that one side and just remove that pillow out to the side, pop it aside. So for those of you that are choosing a bridge pose, allow the legs to stay bent here, grounding through the feet. I want you to just allow the shoulder blades to come under the shoulders. You can just stay here, lifting the hips. You can interlace the hands if that feels good. So really coming up onto the shoulders. That is good. You can take that option. So option 1, this is option 2. So option 1 is just lifting the hips. Option 2 is allowing those shoulders to come under the body, hands interlace. And for those of you that like to take a shoulder stand, you can take that option. So making sure your bellies are strong, allowing yourself to come up onto your shoulders and lifting the feet towards the sky. Use your hands to support your back. And those of you that know what shoulder stand is, please only bring this into your practice if you have done this before. Working your way onto this through your bridge pose. You can take it into a plow pose, allowing the feet to come down over the head, touching the earth. Breathing only into the chest. Slowly bringing the feet back to the sky. Finish your round of breath. And just slowly allow yourself to come out of your shoulder stand. And for those in bridge pose, just bringing the bottom back down to the mat, keeping the knees bent. Bring the feet either side of the mat and let's just windscreen wiper the legs from side to side. Allowing that blood to settle from the brain, bringing fresh thoughts in for our day, releasing any toxic thoughts that we may have built up from previous days that don't need to be into this moment right now, allowing that to float away. Just stay in your present moment with your breath, floating your legs from side to side. Good job. I want you to bring the feet back in together. So we're just going to lift the knees, stacking the knees over the hips here. Hands come out at shoulder height. And we're going to slowly draw the knees around to that left side, giving it a nice side stretch, dropping it down if you can. Gaze to the sky or gaze over that right side, keeping the shoulders square to the mat. Stay with the breath. Use your left hand to grab that right knee if you need. 3 rounds of breath. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly bring the gaze back to the sky, dropping the hand. Bellies are strong, allowing the knees to come to stack back over the hips. Just rocking it from side to side into that lower back. Good job. We're going to come to the other side, so making sure back in alignment, making sure the knees, the ankles are in line with the knees. Knees are stacked under the hips, hands are nice and wide, drawing them around to the right side now, nice and controlled, keeping the shoulders square. Stay with the breath. Use your right hand to grab the left knee if you need. Getting that nice stretch in through that left side, gazing to the roof or gazing over the left side, whatever feels nice for your neck. Stay with the breath. Taking this moment to release anything through the spine, any tension, any resistance. 3 more breaths. Breathing in the love and letting anything go that needs to go. Breathing in the love. Releasing anything through the exhale, through the spine. Last one, breathing in love and releasing through the spine. Good job. Bring the gaze back to the roof. Bring that right hand back in, releasing the knee. Bellies are strong, drawing the knees back, stacking over the hips. Just rocking it from side to side here. I want you to draw the hands into the knees, drawing the knees into the chest, breathing in, lifting the head towards the knees, breathing out, bring it into Baddha Konasana here, soles of the feet, drop them down, opening the knees, hands just come out to the side, left hand comes to the heart space, right hand to the belly, closing the eyes, coming back into your breath, into your center. Noticing your heart, feeling it beating in your chest. Taking this time to let go of your practice. Bringing yourself back into your intention you set at the start of your class. And just allow your heart and your mind and your belly to let go and relax. Finding your peace within. Finding your happy place as you just focus on your breath, floating in love and out love. Taking time here just for you. And you slowly bring both hands to the chest now, prayer. Taking a big round of breath. Release through the mouth on the exhale. 2 more, breathing in. Through the mouth on the exhale. Last one, breathing into the belly. Release. Bring the hands to the third eye, your forehead. May your mind be peaceful. Floating your hands to your lips, may your words be kind. Floating your hands to your heart space. Allow yourself to love, be loved, and receive love. Namaste. Thank you guys. Love you all. Thank you for coming to practice with me today. Namaste.